News this morning, a man in custody after a night of shootings across Memphis. Residents there on edge, as you may imagine. They were on lockdown for hours. 3 people were killed in what's being called a mobile mass shooting. A 4th victim is linked to the same suspect less than 24 hours earlier. I want to say good morning to Chris Sadeghi, who is following the story from our newsroom. And Chris, a lot of new information overnight.
Yes, Mark, and there's going to be a lot to sort through for police in Memphis today as we await the identities of the victims in 8 different crime scenes after a man went on a shooting spree that left 4 people dead and 3 injured. This is our first look at the new mugshot of 19-year-old Ezekiel Kelly. He was finally arrested last night around 9 o'clock after police spent the entire day looking for him. But overnight, we got some more information about the timeline of the events. Police say everything started shortly after midnight Wednesday morning with the first killing. After an arrest warrant was issued in that death, they say Kelly went on his rampage. 7 shootings and a carjacking. He's accused of killing a woman and taking her SUV before leaving that vehicle behind and carjacking a Dodge Challenger, all while recording much of what he was doing on Facebook. As this terror was unfolding in the city, buildings were locked down and the public bus service was suspended. Kelly was eventually arrested after crashing in a high-speed chase with officers. Take a listen to this man who said he came across one of the victims.
He was bleeding from this area, pretty bad. And then the police came and they told us that we had to leave. But, at first we thought it was like he was trying to rob him or something. But then we found out that this guy was just shooting randomly.
And through the shock and the horror of it all, we learned Kelly was sentenced to 3 years in prison back in April of 2021 for an attempted murder that happened in February 2020 when he was just 17 years old. However, he was released from prison in March of this year, and that drew the ire of Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, who defended police but pointed the finger at the judicial system. Kara, back to you.